WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is,
according to reports, the doors to the WNBA meeting room were closed as league officials gathered for what insiders described as a high-pressure emergency meeting. This was not a routine discussion about the schedule or financial results. Instead, the focus was on protecting the league's image before the situation became even more difficult to manage. The urgency was reportedly driven by an upcoming announcement from NBC that could significantly change the landscape of women's basketball, rather than any drug investigation or a legal issue. For months, rookies have taken heavy physical contact without many foul calls, while some veteran players have openly criticized the league's newest star. Now, reports suggest that the league's top decision-makers believe the situation has reached a point where action can no longer be delayed. The WNBA is set to receive billions of dollars through new media deals with NBC and other major broadcasters, but reports claim those investments may come with clear expectations, with Caitlin Clark playing a central role in those plans. According to the rumors, the emergency meeting was not just about basketball, but about reshaping the league's culture and public image. What reportedly happened behind closed doors could have a lasting impact on the future of the sport. The concern began after NBC allegedly presented its vision for the league, and insiders say it was much more than a simple recommendation from a broadcast partner. Reports suggest NBC executives have been impressed by the league's growing viewership, but disappointed with how the product has been managed. The belief is that if a network invests billions of dollars, it expects its biggest star to be promoted and protected rather than constantly facing controversy. League sources claim NBC views Caitlin Clark as the centerpiece of its broadcasting strategy and wants the league to focus more on its biggest stars instead of treating every storyline equally. According to these reports, NBC is pushing for a clearer, star-driven approach similar to how Michael Jordan was promoted, with stronger protection for marquee players and a more focused narrative. Insiders say the urgency of the meeting came from what was described as a firm message that the league needed to make changes. According to reports, the message was clear. Either the league addresses the issues surrounding its biggest star, or its media partners could become more vocal about what they expect. For a league that has long emphasized equality and team-first values, insiders say this represents a major shift. With billions of dollars committed by major broadcasters, those funding the league reportedly want to make sure their investment is protected. Reports suggest Commissioner Cathy is caught between 2 opposing sides. On one side are executives from major media companies such as NBC, Amazon, and Disney, who reportedly see Caitlin Clark as the league's biggest attraction and a key driver of audience growth. On the other side are the league's established culture and the players' union, which have traditionally resisted the idea of placing one player above everyone else. Rumors claim that during the private meeting, Engelbert had to deliver a difficult message to veteran figures around the league, making it clear that the business side of the sport is changing and that the league may have to adapt to those new realities. According to reports, the recent growth in attention, higher salaries, and increased exposure is being driven largely by one player's popularity rather than a sudden change in public interest in the sport itself. For veteran players who spent years helping build the league with far less recognition, accepting that reality may be difficult. Insiders say that created significant tension during the meeting. However, the reports also suggest that television networks are focused on ratings and advertising revenue above all else, and the viewing data reportedly shows that audiences drop when Caitlin Clark is not on the court. The timing of this reported meeting has also fueled more discussion because it came shortly after the controversy surrounding the basketball roster, a decision that many believe marked the beginning of growing disagreements between league leadership, coaches, and the networks over the future direction of the WNBA. According to reports, NBC broadcasts the league's games, and some believe that leaving the world's most popular women's basketball player off the roster did more than upset fans. Rumors suggest the decision may have cost the network millions of dollars in potential advertising revenue, making it a major turning point for executives. Insiders claim this led to an emergency meeting focused on preventing similar situations in the future. Reports also suggest that future media agreements could include expectations designed to avoid decisions that may hurt the league's commercial success. The argument is that if the league wants to maximize revenue, its biggest stars need to be featured and promoted. This highlights the ongoing tension between basketball decisions and business priorities, with financial interests often carrying significant influence. Rumors further claim that Commissioner Cathy Engelbert was expected to assure media partners that the league would do more to support and promote Caitlin Clark rather than allow ongoing controversies to overshadow her impact. Reports also suggest that officiating became an important topic during the meeting, with concerns that if a marquee player repeatedly takes heavy contact without consistent foul calls, it could create a negative image for a league built around major media investments. According to reports, some fans, and according to rumors, even some sponsors, believe the league has allowed excessive physical play against Caitlin Clark as part of a "welcome to the W" mentality. Supporters argue that while some may see it as part of the game's culture, casual viewers and television executives could view it as poor management of the league's biggest attraction. Reports suggest that if the league's top star is injured because of overly physical play, television ratings and the value of media investments could suffer. For that reason, insiders claim the emergency meeting may have included discussions about reducing unnecessary physical contact and creating a better product for fans. The reported goal was not to influence game outcomes, but to protect the league's most valuable players and its long-term business interests. Some observers have compared this approach to how major stars in the NBA received greater protection over the years. While the WNBA has traditionally embraced a physical style of play, rumors suggest that broadcasters are more interested in showcasing star performances and exciting highlights. Reports also claim that officiating could become stricter in the future, meaning players who continue to rely on excessive physical play may face more fouls and tougher enforcement. According to reports, one of the biggest concerns is the resistance from within the league itself. Many WNBA players spent years earning modest salaries and playing overseas during the off-season to make a living, so some observers believe it is difficult for them to see one player receive so much of the attention as the league's financial outlook improves. Reports suggest there were concerns during the meeting about possible division within the league, including questions about whether other star players would fully support major NBC promotions centered on Caitlin Clark or whether growing tensions could affect relationships inside the league. Rumors also claim that some players have privately spoken with reporters to challenge the idea that Clark is being overhyped or to criticize the behavior of parts of her fanbase, although these claims remain unverified. According to insiders, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert's priority was to prevent these internal disagreements from damaging the league's public image. Reports suggest the goal was to encourage unity as the league enters a new business era, but balancing that with the concerns of veteran players may not be easy. At the same time, some believe that pushing a media strategy too heavily around one player could create backlash and accusations of favoritism. Much of this debate comes down to money, as the league's value has grown significantly in recent years, with many observers arguing that Caitlin Clark's popularity has played a major role in driving that growth. According to reports, the Indiana Fever have become one of the league's biggest attractions, with some claiming their ticket sales can rival or even exceed those of many other teams combined. When the Fever visit, several opponents have moved games to larger arenas to meet increased fan demand. Team owners are well aware of the financial impact, but reports suggest that coaches and general managers often have different priorities, focusing on winning games through strategy, defense, and player management. As a result, insiders say the gap between the league's business goals and basketball decisions has never been wider. Reports claim the purpose of the meeting was to bring those two sides closer together, with the message that business interests may now carry greater weight in key decisions. Some observers even speculate that if a major broadcaster schedules a high-profile game featuring Caitlin Clark, coaches could face greater pressure not to rest her unless there is a legitimate medical reason. According to these reports, growing media commitments are beginning to influence basketball operations in ways not seen before. While supporters argue this could help transform the league into a global powerhouse, others believe it raises difficult questions about the balance between business and competition. Reports also suggest there are even more speculative theories about the situation, although those remain unverified. According to reports, NBC may be developing a documentary-style series about the WNBA, similar to Formula One's Drive to Survive, with a strong focus on the league's newest stars. If those reports are accurate, some believe veteran players have reason to be concerned because the way a story is edited can shape how fans view each player. Observers suggest that if cameras primarily follow Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, veterans could be portrayed as rivals or obstacles for the rising stars, whether that is the full story or not. Reports also claim the Players Association may have raised concerns about this possibility during the emergency meeting, emphasizing that veteran players want to be respected for their contributions rather than reduced to supporting roles in someone else's story. At the same time, many believe that sports documentaries and reality-style programming often attract more viewers by highlighting competition and personal rivalries. According to these reports, broadcasters understand that a storyline built around established stars facing rising talent is often more engaging for audiences than one where everyone gets along. According to reports, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert's challenge is convincing players that embracing a high-profile role in the league's biggest storylines may ultimately benefit everyone, even if some are cast as rivals. For highly competitive athletes who feel overlooked or treated unfairly, that can be a difficult message to accept. Observers have also noticed that official comments from the league have become much more cautious in recent months. Reports suggest that after several public remarks earlier in the season sparked controversy, league leadership encouraged players and staff to be more careful with their public statements. While there is no evidence of a formal gag order, rumors claim the message was clear that comments seen as criticizing Caitlin Clark or the league's biggest source of attention could hurt the WNBA's image and business goals. According to these reports, league executives believe negative public comments about Clark risk turning away the millions of new fans who began following the league because of her. Broadcasters are reportedly focused on keeping those viewers engaged, and league officials understand that retaining this new audience is essential to the WNBA's continued growth. According to reports, the main goal of the meeting was to ensure everyone delivered a consistent message. The idea, insiders say, was that regardless of personal opinions about Caitlin Clark, publicly criticizing the league's biggest attraction could hurt the WNBA's growth. For players who have always valued speaking their minds, some believe this represents a shift toward a more controlled public image. Reports also suggest that Clark herself has remained calm and professional, consistently avoiding controversy despite the enormous attention surrounding her. With major broadcasters reportedly placing significant expectations on her success, observers say there is considerable pressure for her to stay healthy and continue performing at a high level. Some insiders describe the meeting as a broader discussion about managing the risks of relying so heavily on one star to drive the league's growth. Rumors also suggest that future off-season rule changes could be considered, including adjustments aimed at creating more open, higher-scoring games, such as stricter foul enforcement or other changes designed to give skilled offensive players more space. Supporters argue these moves could help secure the league's future, while critics believe they could change the traditional style and competitive balance of the game. According to reports, some insiders view this emergency meeting as the beginning of a major transformation for the WNBA, with difficult discussions taking place behind the scenes as the league adapts to a new era. Rumors also suggest that the league's new media agreements may include expectations for promotional appearances by its biggest stars. While that may seem like a standard business practice, some believe it could create a clear marketing hierarchy. Reports claim that if a large share of promotional content is centered on Caitlin Clark, other players would have fewer opportunities to appear in advertising campaigns and national promotions. According to these reports, representatives for other top stars, including Brianna Stewart and Aya Wilson, may not be happy with that possibility because they believe their clients deserve greater recognition based on their accomplishments and current level of play. Supporters argue that marketing should follow audience demand, while others believe the league should continue promoting multiple stars rather than focusing too heavily on just one player. According to reports, one of the major topics at the emergency meeting was how to balance the growing focus on Caitlin Clark while keeping the league's other top players satisfied. Insiders suggest there were discussions about ensuring veteran stars continue to benefit financially through the league's overall growth, even if they receive less national attention in marketing campaigns. Reports claim the message was that increased revenue from media deals could ultimately benefit all players through higher salaries, better benefits, and long-term financial opportunities. At the same time, many believe that public recognition and personal branding remain extremely important to elite athletes, making this balance difficult to achieve. According to observers, the meeting also reflected a broader shift in the WNBA's business model. After years of relying heavily on NBA support, the league is now viewed by many as having a stronger path toward long-term financial success through major television agreements and increased fan interest. Reports suggest that this transition may require a greater emphasis on star-driven marketing rather than the league's traditional approach of promoting collective success. Supporters see this as a necessary step for continued growth, while critics worry it could change the culture that has defined the league for years. As the WNBA enters this new phase with larger media deals, improved travel, and greater financial resources, reports indicate that adapting to these changes may be challenging for players and league officials alike. According to reports, NBC's primary concern is attracting viewers and delivering strong television ratings rather than preserving tradition. Insiders suggest the commissioner's emergency meeting sent a clear message that the league must adapt to the changing business landscape or risk being left behind. Reports also claim that possible changes to officiating and the style of play were discussed, with some believing the league could place greater emphasis on faster, higher-scoring basketball that appeals to television audiences. If that happens, observers say teams may eventually prioritize quick, skilled, and marketable players over more physical, defense-first specialists. According to these reports, general managers could be encouraged to build rosters that fit this evolving style of play. Supporters argue that exciting games with more scoring, dramatic finishes, and standout performances attract larger audiences, while lower-scoring defensive battles are generally less appealing to casual viewers. Reports also suggest the meeting may have touched on how rivalries can help grow interest in the league, as long as they remain healthy and do not cross the line into dangerous play or damaging controversy. The reported goal was to create compelling competition that attracts fans without allowing excessive physicality or off-court conflicts to harm the league's reputation or long-term success. According to reports, league officials believed it was important to address growing rumors that players were intentionally targeting Caitlin Clark with excessive physical play. Insiders claim Commissioner Cathy warned coaches that any deliberate attempt to injure a marquee player would be taken very seriously because the league cannot afford to lose one of its biggest attractions. Looking ahead, many observers are watching for NBC's upcoming announcements and believe they could provide clues about the direction the league plans to take. Reports suggest fans should pay attention to future officiating, marketing campaigns, and the overall presentation of games. If there is a noticeable shift towards stricter foul calls, reduced physical play, and greater promotion of Caitlin Clark, some believe it could reflect the priorities discussed during the reported emergency meeting. According to these reports, the meeting may prove to be a turning point in the WNBA's evolution, with business growth and media strategy becoming increasingly important in shaping the league's future. According to reports, the meeting highlighted the growing influence of major media companies in the WNBA's future. While players continue to decide games on the court, some observers believe broadcasters such as NBC now have significant influence because of their financial investment in the league. Reports suggest many people inside the meeting recognize that Caitlin Clark's popularity has greatly increased the league's commercial value and strengthened its position in media negotiations. According to these reports, Commissioner Cathy faced difficult decisions as she tried to balance the league's traditional culture with the demands of a rapidly changing business environment. Supporters argue that the increased investment creates new opportunities for everyone involved, while critics worry it could shift too much attention toward a single player. If these reports are accurate, the league's future will be shaped not only by what happens on the court but also by the priorities of its media partners. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss an update, and we'll see you in the next video.